Everyone, a young woman finds herself trapped in a creek bed off a local road and she can't get to her wheelchair.
And it's a good news story. The hours tick by and all she can do is scream for help. Thanks to a police officer, the story has a happy ending. Local 12's Larry Davis talked to both of them. He joins us live with more on the rescue. Larry?
Hi, Rob. Well, imagine hearing screams for help and you have no idea where they're coming from. For a Goshen Township Police officer, it was pretty much a guessing game for him to find the source. But thankfully for a disabled woman, he guessed right. Goshen Township Police Officer Dillon West was on routine patrol the morning of September 26th, making a business check at a local bank.
Had my window down, and then that's when I heard the first scream, and it catches you by surprise.
He followed the sound of the screams here to a creek running under Ohio 132. He saw a wheelchair in the woods.
I could see her sitting down here in the water. And I yelled out to her. She was by herself, and she said she was. I asked her if she could move, and she said that she was paralyzed, that she couldn't walk.
Teeya Kirkland says she wheeled herself to the creek just to get away.
The point was to not be found, but then it was I need to be found.
Teeya was in the creek and couldn't get out.
I couldn't get back up over a rock. It was really huge, and I was screaming for a while.
And she had said that she couldn't get back up the hill, so she thought if she went along the creek, she could get up in an easier spot. And she ultimately ended up in the water and just, ran out of muscle.
I actually drank the creek water. I don't know. I was so thirsty.
Teeya says for 36 hours she screamed for help. At one point she fell asleep. The rock she couldn't climb over was her pillow. She was still in the water.
It was freezing. It was freezing cold.
Officer West responded to the creek bed and called for help. Rescuers pulled Teeya to safety.
It was a tricky situation for them to try to get her out of that creek and over them rocks. And they carried her up through here, and we found her wheelchair, and we took her wheelchair up to the hospital with her.
Last week, Officer West was given the Goshen Township Police Department's Life-Saving Award. Teeya Kirkland was by his side. She is thankful he was in the right place at the right time.
God puts us where we need to be for a reason. He was there for a reason. Right place, right time, Rob. And Teeya says the next time she wants to get away from it all and just be alone, she's going to choose another destination, not that creek. Live in Goshen Township, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Good idea, Larry. Thanks very much. Teeya suffered no serious injuries, as you can see. She says she was just cold and wet. She says she never thought she would die, saying she thought someone would eventually find her, and they did. She calls Officer West her